Hi friends, good morning. Nathan Pierce here with FPM this morning. It is Wednesday and there are definitely some hearings going on today with various bills being heard, so please be in prayer for those. Many proposals that are before the Appropriations Committee today. There are a couple of bills specifically that I'm looking for to see what happens with them and what kind of funding they're expecting. So the Appropriations Committee is where bills get heard and they discuss how much they're going to cost and if the state can cover those costs and if they want to spend the money to make those policies happen. They're bills that have already passed through a policy committee, so they have already decided this is the kind of policy they want. So today they're in the Appropriations Committee, which is where they decide what kind of money they're going to spend on these new policies. So one of the bills that's before the Appropriations Committee in the Assembly this morning is AB 1057, and that is a home visitation program, home visits for parents with young children, newborns home from the hospital, things like that. This is a bill that is currently written to be voluntary. It is a program where the government would fund people that are government workers, social workers, with the Human Services Department that would come and visit those that would ask for a visit from a social worker shortly after bringing a baby home from the hospital. Now, the discussion this morning in the Appropriations Committee is not whether this is good state policy. The discussion today is how much will this cost and is it a good idea to spend money on this? So it'll be interesting to see what they discuss there. It is a program that I think is not appropriate for the government to be involved in unless there is a specific problem where the government needs to be involved in keeping bad from happening or to deal with, as we know, to punish wrongdoing. There shouldn't be government providing help to families like this. This really ought to be the job of the local church. Now, there are a number of private and local programs that are available to help families with this kind of thing, with young children. There is a serious void, though. There is a lack of involvement by the private community, the churches, the small organizations that help families with young children. And so I think part of the issue that we're seeing here is there's a felt need to fill that void, that space that's empty. And so many times we see government programs introduced to fill that void. And that's what we're seeing here with this particular bill. Also on the docket today in Assembly Appropriations is AB 659. We will potentially see new amendments there, perhaps not, but it looks like there are just a number of bills in the legislature in Assembly Appropriations today, so be in prayer for those that wise decisions would be made today. And please go pray for all the work that I'm doing here today, that relationships would be good, that we'd be able to make headway in building those relationships and working toward more freedom, not less freedom, for homeschool families. Thanks so much, and God bless you today.